We're not raising kids like the way human kids are meant to be raised. Human kids are meant to be raised in large family, hunter-gatherer, tribal groupings with lots of nurturing adults around, free play in nature, and companions of multiple ages. Infants were not meant to be put down. They were meant to be held all the time. They were not meant to cry it out. They were meant to be soothed right away. This is how human beings evolved. So we've come a far way. Now, the average, in the United States at least, 25% of women have to go back to work within 2 weeks of giving birth.
Wow.
Which is a major trauma to the infant, the loss of the mother, even a temporary loss of the mother. Because, in hunter-gatherer groups, the average age of weaning from breastfeeding is 4 years. So we've gone way beyond the niche in which we evolved. That's hurting a lot of kids. That creates a lot of emptiness and pain in children. And then the society creates a lot of modalities through which to soothe the pain, to distract ourselves from it. This being a major culprit, the cell phone, the television, the YouTube, the internet. Another thing, Rain, if you're raising a teenager, I really urge you to read the book I co-wrote called Hold On to Your Kids if you haven't read it.
I'm writing this down. Hold on to your kids.
Because what happens, the human brain can't handle a loss of relationship. So when a duckling hatches from the egg, I'm going to go a bit of a rant for a minute here. When the duckling hatches from the egg, what happens when the duckling sees the mother duck? What do we call that?
Imprinting.
Exactly. And imprinting is, I'm going to follow you and I'm going to be your child and your follower and you're going to teach me and protect me and nurture me. Now, what happens to the duckling if it hatches from the egg and the mother duck is not there? What will the duckling imprint on?
Whatever's there.
Yeah, whatever's there. Exactly.
Whatever's there. Could be a dog, a horse, a mechanical moving toy, none of which are designed by nature to bring that duckling up to adulthood. Now, children are the same. Children are meant to imprint on the parents and the nurturing adults. But what happens in our society, our children from an early age on don't even see the adults in their lives most of the day. Who do they imprint on, do you think? Each other. So now you have immature creatures imprinting on other immature creatures.
Oh.
And when that happens, kids are desperate to connect to each other all the time through this thing here.
Isn't that just called Instagram?
Yeah.
Immature creatures imprinting on other immature creatures?
Absolutely. And
that's their tagline.
So what I'm saying is that, first of all, this society creates the problem, and then it creates products to exploit the problem. And so that, and when kids imprint on each other, parents lose their capacity to parent. They lose their power because the kids are not looking to the parent anymore. So it's a huge problem. So there's so many ways in which the society, creates problems, and then in its ingeniousness creates products to exploit the problem.